The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
So we're super honest on Extra Funny because we're all family here. We're family. We're recording this way ahead of time because we had days off for the Independence Day weekend. So if you're watching this and you're wondering why we're wearing the same clothes, that's why. And then the other part of the honesty is that we're scrounging for content. I am. I'm running out of it. You know,
You prep a lot of shows.
I ain't got no content, man.
Content is king, baby.
But Riggins has content.
Yeah, I do. I have a
He's
story.
a content creator.
I meant to tell you this earlier this week, but the chance just passed me by. So, I've got this neighbor, right? She moved in. She's recently divorced, like within the last month or two, and had to move out of the house. So she's in a rental home next to me. And I met her on the first day she moved in. She's got grown kids. She kind of looks like Linda Hogan a little bit, like very blonde, huge boobs, very tan. And she was like perfectly pleasant when I met her. And I said, if you need anything, just say hello. Since then, I have not seen her. And she keeps her blinds closed all the time. And I'm out in the yard all the time. And I just never see her. And then I'm starting to feel bad for her because her Wi-Fi name is Barbie Dreamhouse.
Yeah.
And I was starting to think like, oh, like she drives a nice car. So to me, I created this whole story. Like her husband was cheating on her and then kicked her out of the house. And now she's in this rental home that she doesn't want to be in. So she's trying to make the best of it. And then a couple of days later, I see her walking down the street arm in arm with some guy. I'm like, oh, I guess she bounced back.
Yeah.
Sure.
So fast forward to this last weekend, I pull back in. I was going to see my brother for his birthday, and I'm pulling in, and there's always just her car in the park in the driveway. Now there's a truck in the driveway, and guess who's in the yard mowing the grass? What appears to be maybe 20-year-old. Maybe 21, shirt off, jeans on.
Oh.
Mowing the grass.
No.
Yeah.
And it's the yard's so small, it's like a push mower. So I'm like, and I did like a double take. I'm like, that's not a guy that you see normally like cutting the grass like a landscaper. You wouldn't have your shirt off. And he's in good shape. I just quickly look, I went, what the hell? So I'm like, oh, and guess what? All those blinds wide open. So for the first time, the blinds open up at the same time that this young guy is cutting her grass. I can add, two and two together. Something is up here.
And you don't think that's her son?
I know it's not her son. She's got two daughters.
Okay. Oh, right. Well,
in college.
Maybe
It's not one of their boyfriends.
but that makes it even more sinister. Maybe her daughter's boyfriend is coming over there to quote unquote cut that grass.
Yeah.
You live in Wisteria Lane. You know where that's from? Desperate Housewives, baby.
Yeah, she's coming across to me now. What I've seen of her, this seems a little desperate housewifey.
And maybe she's the reason why she got kicked out.
Maybe.
Maybe she's out there whoring around all the time.
Yeah. I built this story in my head like she's the victim. She's gotten kicked out. But you're right. Maybe I was just trying to be too sympathetic for the dang old.
I can't get past the jeans. It's not about the heat. It's simply the fashion statement that it makes is terrible.
Yeah, jeans.
Well, I could see where if you're pushing a lawnmower, you would want to be wearing long pants.
Yeah, I'm not
Because
even.
it comes back in.
Yeah, so he should just leave his shirt on. Is that the problem? He takes his shirt off. You mow your yard without your shirt on, don't you, Riggins?
No.
In those little tiny running shorts.
I do wear some super small shorts.
And oiled all up.
No, I don't oil myself up.
Now, my hot landscaper, he's hot. His name's Edward. I'll say it. He wears pants and like a long sleeve shirt because I think he's doing more than just mowing. They're
Yeah.
But
And he's also out in the sun all day, and it's probably a sun protection shirt and all that.
yeah. But jeans.
Yeah, come on. I mean, that's what I went. Who's mowing the grass in jeans and no shirt on? I went, oh, it's like a 20-year-old kid, all ripped up, and the blinds are open. I'm like, I see what's going on here.
You have grass stuck to his sweaty torso.
I didn't look
blades of grass.
I didn't look that closely, but I did notice. he mowed the grass, and I'm walking the dog the next day. I'm like, he didn't even edge the sidewalks. Like, something tells me he's not like a legit landscaper because they would edge your driveway.
Now, did he leave after that, or you weren't that invested?
I wasn't that invested. I think he mowed the grass, and as I recall,
did he use her lawnmower?
That's what I was wondering.
That's usually a sign that it's not a professional lawn service.
Yeah.
If they use the homeowner's lawnmower.
You mind if I borrow this? I don't think she has one because she's had other people come mow the grass, like actual landscaping companies. So they always bring their own mower. So I don't know.
You're going to have to.
Excuse me.
If you knew another neighbor, maybe the guy that brings you the pallet things, where he buys those pallets from Costco. Maybe I bet he knows.
He probably does.
He's probably Mr. Neighborhood newsman.
He is. Even his girlfriend, she goes, "I'm a shut-in. I don't ever leave the house," but he knows everything. I know.
Who's the one? Why am I picturing someone hiding in the bushes? Who was that?
Yeah. So the house that this woman lives in was empty for like 2 months, and my neighbor had said that he had spotted a guy hiding in my bushes. Waiting to go into that empty house using the door code because it was available for tours, and was hooking up with the girl at the end of the block.
You've got
married.
so much drama. I love your neighborhood. Oh my God.
The people across from me, I fly an American flag. I fly it year round. They fly a Ukrainian flag with signs up in the front yard that says, "We stand with Greenland, we stand with Mexico, and we stand with Ukraine." That's one sign. And then another one says, "Go Taco," or something like it's a Trump reference. I don't know. I'm like, oh my God, these people, you could tell they're just thinking about it a lot. Like, you stand with Greenland?
Well, I guess
who's ever said that?
But I guess that's when we were talking about taking over Greenland.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, it's so silly.
Is that the one that wears all white?
No.
Oh, so that's another thing.
Yeah,
you have characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
the
like
white
the most
family. They wear white and they drive white vehicles.
Yeah. And they're in the next neighborhood over, but they're the ones that my nosy neighbor called gypsies. Like, he thinks they're gypsies, which I don't know how he figured that out.
Because it's a P. Diddy party at all times at their house.
Yeah, basically.
White on white on white.
Basically.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it would be worth it just to find, when you see that guy outside again, just to ask him just the details of some of this, especially the Linda Hogan across the street.
I want to know.
Yeah.
Or next door.
Yeah.
I have another great idea.
Okay.
Let's do a show bonding trip. Like, how we used to go to the mountains and we would all, have brainstorming ideas at Riggins' house one night and get the binoculars. I can't wait. Can I plan this?
You got it.
Love that.
You sure
I think
can.
he needs to invite her over or something.
I know.
Befriend her.
I kind of want to know her. Like, what's your story now? I had a totally wrong impression of you, thinking that you're some sort of scorned woman, but it sounds like you're having the time of your life. You're having a ball.
Yeah.
What if she hits on you, though, and she comes on you really strong, like comes at you?
That. I am totally fine with that. I love being flirted with and flirting.
But is she hot like that?
No.
Like you'd want to mess with her? No, okay.
I don't care.
You didn't describe her that way.
No.
See, Linda Hogan is my dream girl, but I know it's not my. I do think she's pretty, though, Linda Hogan.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still?
I haven't seen her in a while, but
I can't imagine
a wrestling wife, yeah. I mean,
the skin aged well. It was a lot of tanning.
Yeah.
You look like a wrestling wife. Describe your style. Wrestling wife.
Well, I also used to describe some women as looking like Skinnered wives. Because they would sing backup those Skinnered songs back in the day. Just that straight string here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Strong women. Strong
women. All right. Well, Lindsay's into this. If nothing else, you're going to have to ask her to leave, I think, because she's going to be at your house going, what are they doing now?
I know. Stay away, Lindsay.
I thought we could spend the night and keep a watch.
You got it. We'll make it happen.
It's extra funny with TJ.
Sorry, it's not extra funny.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny. Let's go. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Table & Twine in Charlotte, North Carolina brings delicious chef-prepared meals right to your door. And this summer, Table & Twine allows you to spend less time in the kitchen and more time making memories with the people you love. TJ and Jody have been using Table & Twine for a while, and they just absolutely rave about it. Everything's made with fresh seasonal ingredients, and it's ready in just 20 minutes. They can even be customized for parties or lake days and special celebrations, and it's all so delicious. Check out the menu and pick your meals at tjriggins.com/table-and-twine.
Hey, TJ and Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. I'm their #1 influencer, you know. So go to Cozy Earth by hitting up tjriggins.com/deals and then use the promo code TJ to get 41% off.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
I don't know if this is real or not, but it's a funny concept either way. Looks mapping is a digital heat map that claims to show, quote, which restaurants have the most attractive diners, according to AI.
Okay.
Visitors can toggle among 9,800 restaurants in New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco to see how an artificial intelligence model rates the hotness of diners on a scale of 1 to 10. So it's not their looks, right? It's the heat.
Yeah.
The
Literal
heat.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you.
But I mean, that could help me because I don't want to go into a place where everybody's, they have a high temperature. Like I don't want to be in there sweating.
Yeah.
That's true.
We went to that brewery the other day, me and you.
Oh God!
And it was so hot. I was like, oh God. And I might have made a comment at the bar, and the bartender didn't seem to mind. But it was like, it had to have been 80 degrees, 85 degrees probably. I mean, it was so hot.
Were you were inside, obviously, so no AC?
It didn't feel like it
at all, no.
Oh, no.
But I'm always,
It's
everybody always talks about how I'm always hot no matter what. But it was hot in there. And I don't know if that's a trick to get you to drink more beer.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Or what?
Little bar trick.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was like a sauna.
Yeah, it was hot.
In there.
Hot as hell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get what you're saying. You want to be comfortable and cool, and you can use that to determine the hottest restaurants.
Yeah.
What are places, though, that you can always figure the people are going to be ugly or attractive?
That's a good question.
Because you figure pretty much now, I think it's become a stereotype that women who work in a dentist's office, like the hygienist, is always going to be pretty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about Cheesecake Factory? Is that a pretty or you picture them being just average or what?
The workers or the guests?
The guests.
Okay. I'm gonna say average there, but
because it's in a mall.
Yeah.
Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say the same thing.
So average and dangerous.
Average and dangerous.
Don't tell your friend Holly I said that because she runs malls. I don't want her to get upset with me.
I won't.
Okay.
About like bowling alley, below average.
I think it depends on the town.
You think?
Okay.
But what did that guy say to you that time, Lindsay? Usually one would have to go to a bowling alley to meet a woman of your stature. Now, did you take that as an insult?
Okay, I need you to remind me. When was that? Or is that a joke?
It's one of
someone
my
really say-
it's one of my all-time favorite movie lines from the original Arthur, where Hobson the butler said, "Usually one would have to go to a bowling alley to meet a woman of your stature."
Yeah, I thought maybe somebody really did say that because
No.
my memory's bad. But yeah, I would
could've
say not very many attractive people there on a daily basis.
Yeah. I think that place Ink and Ivy That's a place when I think about that. It's a restaurant, lounge, bar thing in Charlotte, North Carolina. And whenever I think about that place, I think good-looking people. There's good-looking people in there.
Yeah.
But again, that's more of like a restaurant, bar, lounge. So, but strictly restaurants, that's tough to say. P.F. Chang's maybe.
Or I mean, any place that they're the people like you just said. They're they're going to be attractive people in there, men and women.
Okay.
Cece's Pizza,
Ugly.
below average.
Yeah.
Yeah, ugly.
I mean, would that be any place where you would have to wait in line for food?
Yes.
Anywhere there is a food line.
Yeah.
So you would picture they'd be average, and not where you would just go. Oh, the beautiful people are at K&W.
Yeah, right. It's not glamorous, I'll say that. But I was at a buffet at a Vineyard one time, and everybody was like very well dressed, and it was nice. It was upscale.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Cece's got some uggos in there for sure. Kmart ugly people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just in weird places, and you figured like if you're living in a town that's got a Kmart, you probably.
Well, and you just assume Walmart. Not that I don't go.
Yeah.
I go, but the average is below. Yeah.
Yeah. And the chances of seeing someone with a limp are higher.
It's true. Yeah.
That's it.
Do you think Target's pretty people or ugly people or average?
I think average.
I think average now.
Yeah.
Spencer's Gifts.
Beautiful.
Below.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Did you see that?
Hey, man, we're going to check out the hot chicks. Where are you going? Spencer's.
Hot Topic
Hot Topic. Hell yeah.
or Journeys.
Yeah, or maybe Journey. Well, I mean, listen, I remember going into Abercrombie when I was a kid, and when it was the hot, and everybody there was good looking, and even including the people that were shopping there.
Yeah.
And Hollister.
In Hollister. American Eagle, not as much. You could kind of get away with being a little ugly.
But usually your fancy restaurants are going to, the staff is going to be attractive. Like the hostesses and the maitre d's and all that, they're going to be the ones who greet you. And I heard one time that they would hire at this one steakhouse in Charlotte, they would hire the hostess people from a modeling agency.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, they would say, "Do you have anybody that you represent that wants to, have a part-time job?"
Yeah.
And they would get preferential treatment.
Yeah, they're like, we got 1,000 models that are looking for a part-time job.
And how hard is it to say, "Here's your table.
Yeah, right.
Follow me to your table."
It's true.
It's a perfect gig.
And
got
y'all
a
know
good
this
one.
restaurant I'm talking about. It's still in Charlotte. It's still open. Yeah.
Oh, I want to know. I've got a good one. Theme parks. Carowinds, Six Flags.
Those are always the beautiful people. Beautiful people. The beautiful people.
Yeah,
Especially that water park. The water park that's attached to the amusement park, where you're out there at the amusement park all day sweating and carrying on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now, look, I'm in line for a water slide.
that's a good point. Yeah, I think you can even pare it down. Has there ever been a hot person in a wave pool? No. I don't think so.
Or lazy river.
Yeah.
I hate a lazy river.
What? Lazy River's is my favorite part of the water park.
No
Me
way.
too. Yeah.
Just hang out.
I know, but you can't drink out there in the water.
That is true. We got to go tubing one of these days.
We've been saying that for years.
I know, but Lindsay's
love
got a
tubing.
go-getter attitude. Like, she'll get it done.
I'll get it done.
But that's what you said about Gwen.
No, who wants to go to tubing with Gwen? I'm just kidding. I mean, y'all can go. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think
Should
you're
be very
always
fun.
the holdout on it.
What? It's
Yeah.
my idea.
I know, but then you change your mind about wanting to do
You're
it.
making stuff
Is
up
it
now.
do we go? Is it close to home? Where are you think? Is it in Charlotte?
No, you got to go out. You got to go up
West
kinda
Virginia or
mountains.
somewhere.
Yeah, or go out there.
So it's an actual
Or
road
Virginia.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call shoddy.
Yeah, well, you have to. We don't have a choice in that matter. No need to call it.
Shoddy.
Yeah.
Can't have you throwing up in
Blech.
Could you get on a river and go tubing, given that you're so seasick?
I've done it many times. I grew up going to somewhere in Tennessee. I can't think of the name, with my family, like every year.
Nashville.
No, like
We went city tubing.
through the streets.
Yeah.
I can't think where. Maybe it wasn't Tennessee.
I can't believe you'd get in that water with snakes and stuff in there.
Well, I didn't know, and I still didn't know till you just said it. So now I'm not.
Oh.
Where'd it go? What are you doing?
I never
Shut
thought
up.
about
Well,
it.
who doesn't know that if you're in a river that's out in the wilderness, that there would be creatures out there?
Well, because I was like 7 to 12. I didn't think about it. Now I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's kind of in the back of your mind. I mean, you know that there's things down there. You just don't need to be reminded of it.
Or if things get rocky, I just sit. I like sit in the bottom and I don't do anything. Y'all are gonna hate tubing with me. I just like sit in the bottom and don't help with anything. I just
Do you ever get in a lake?
never did. The one time, I had to pee, standard day, and there was no bathroom on the boat. I did just dip down for 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my little friend Jenny won't get in the lake either.
That's crazy.
She won't get in it.
No. There's bacteria in there.
Mm-hmm. So, how is the river different? Is what I'm saying. It's a natural body of water.
I wasn't ever in it. Or are we talking about like
an inner tube where your butt is in the water and your legs are over the top of the inner tube and your arms are out.
Okay.
Like that. So you're
sorry.
She's thinking of whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
Oh.
I knew this whole time. She was like, I'll just sit in the bottom of the tube. I was like, you don't sit in the bottom of the tube.
You just want to relax and go down.
Yeah. She was like, I'll let y'all do all the work. I'm like, the work? She was thinking paddling down the white rapids.
Yeah. I didn't even ever get a paddle.
Yeah, I believe
My
that.
whole family would be like, not me.
I knew something was amiss there.
Okay, so my butt's in the water.
Yeah. Your feet and like maybe your like the bottom, your heels or your feet,
Okay, well now we gotta think about it. What if a snake comes up and bites you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what TJ's saying. Thanks a lot, guys. You just ruined it.
Well,
Okay,
I don't think my old back couldn't take it anyway, being on that in that position for that long.
Let's go.
I'm down in my old back. I'd be locked up out there. I'd be seized up in that tube, not able to get out.
Tennessee forever. We left him in Tennessee.
Y'all have to just, everybody grab a limb of me and pull me out of that thing, and then I'd just fall face first right on the bank. My back all seized up.
Let's find another activity.
See, I knew it. You guys are gonna
But it's so hard to find something that Riggins would want to do.
I know.
It's fun.
I'm shocked he wants to do that.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, I've always thought it looked fun.
Drinking, you just hang out. It's cool.
Well, let's go to a place that doesn't have snakes, like a pool.
You just want to go hang out at the pool? That's what you want to do? Is that what this has devolved into?
The only rule I have is that we go to a place that doesn't have snakes. Is that too much to ask? to
I don't think so.
Tube.
Yeah.
Whitewater Center.
A lot of liberals there for TJ.
And just a lot of people,
A lot of people.
The part of the beauty of the whitewater tubing or the river tubing thing is the peacefulness of it out there.
You're in the beautiful nature and it's nice, cool water, and you're with your friends and drinking and getting tan. That doesn't sound like fun.
Let me think about it. You said getting tan. Let me think about it.
It's so nice.
Yeah. So nice. And I mean, I'm sure that if something happened, you did get bitten by a snake, it wouldn't be too far to just over the mountain to the next doctor. And the doctor might be changing somebody's oil in their car.
That's right.
When you get there, but he'd know how to do some doctoring.
He would. He's seen a snake bite or two in his time. No doubt.
Throw some oil on it.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
New radio is your new marketing, advertising, and influencing dream option. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. The future of advertising is here. tjriggins.com/explosion.